Welcome to Lesson 2 of Learn Klingon the Easy-ish way. Let's start by learning some more verbs. Sees is legh, legh. Imagine seeing the lair of some dangerous animals in the far distance. Legh. Hears is ghoj, ghoj. Imagine that the queen puts her head into the pond so she can hear the koi carp. Ghoj. Has is ghaj, ghaj. Imagine a Klingon who has several ranches in Texas. Ghaj. Wants is legh, legh. Imagine a thirsty vampire who wants to find a nice juicy neck. Legh. Helps is qarh, qarh. Imagine the queen helping some hunters to cut up the carcass of a dead animal. Qarh. Obeys is lob, lob. Imagine a Ferengi businessman who will obey anyone who massages his earlobe. Lobe. Learns is ghoj, ghoj. Imagine a classroom full of cockroaches, all of them busily learning Klingon. Ghoj. Sometimes, but not always, a pair of words like learns and teaches have a similar sound in Klingon. Teaches is ghojmoH, ghojmoH. Imagine the roaches in the classroom mocking their human teacher. GhojmoH. What is the English for ghojmoH? Teaches. For ghoj, learns. For lob, obeys. For qarh, helps. For legh, wants. For ghaj, has. For ghoj, hears. For legh, sees. How do you say in Klingon teaches? GhojmoH. Learns. Ghoj. Obeys. Lob. Helps. Qarh. Wants. Legh. Has. Ghaj. Hears. Ghoj. Sees. Legh. In the previous lesson, you learned that Klingon sentences and English sentences often have the opposite word order. For example, whereas in English you say the pet obeys the human, in Klingon you literally say the human obeys the pet. In both languages it is absolutely clear that the pet is the one doing the obeying. The pet obeys the human is romuluSngan. How do you say the doctor helps the patient? She'd ghaj. The family wants a baby. legh. The alien eats a tribble. ghojmoH. The human sees a Klingon. Klingon, legh. The officer obeys the captain. ghoj. You have also learned that the suffix be, meaning don't or doesn't, can be added to almost any verb. The pet obeys the human is romuluSngan. The pet doesn't obey the human is romuluSngan. In Klingon you are literally saying the human doesn't obey the pet. Once again, it is clear that the pet is the one who is disobeying. How do you say the man hears the woman? ghoj. The man doesn't hear the woman. ghoj. The pet obeys the child. vulqan. The pet doesn't obey the child. vulqan. The friend has an enemy. ghaj. The Klingon doesn't understand the human. Romulan Klingon. The alien teaches the human. Romulan ghojmoH. The human learns. ghojmoH. In English, to talk about more than one thing, you usually add the letter S, for example, humans, aliens, and friends. To talk about more than one thing in Klingon, you often add the suffix po. Humans is romulpo. Aliens is novpo. Friends is jubpo. So how do you say humans? romulpo. Humans go. ghojmoH. Klingons. Klingonpo. Klingons come. Rosh. Klingonpo. The child has a friend. Jup, ghaj, puk. The child has friends. Jup, puk, ghaj, puk. The officer helps the captain. Ghoj, ghaj, yash. The officers help the captain. Ghoj, ghaj, yash, puk. The doctors want patience. Sheet puk, nech, khel puk. Puk can be used with any being which is capable of language. We'll talk about how to say pets, dribbles and fingers later. Here are the names of some planets. Since they are similar in both languages, you won't need to use images to remember them. Earth, also called Terra, is Terra, Terra. The planet Vulcan is vulqan, vulqan. Romulus is romuluS, romuluS. Cardassia is qarDaS, qarDaS. So what is the English for qarDaS? Cardassia. Romulus, Romulus. Vulcan, the planet Vulcan. Terra, Earth or Terra. How do you say in Klingon Cardassia? qarDaS. Romulus, romuluS. The planet Vulcan. Vulcan, Earth or Terra. Terra. You can often add ngan to the name of a planet to get the name of the being who lives there. Earth or Terra is Terra. A Terran is tera'ngan. The planet Vulcan is vulqan. A Vulcan is vulqangan. The planet Romulus is Romulus. A Romulan is romuluSngan. The planet Cardassia is qarDaS. A Cardassian is QuarDaSngan. Ngan is analogous to the ian in the English words Parisian, Canadian and Californian. What is the English for QuarDaSngan? Cardassian. For romuluSngan? Romulan. For vulqangan. A Vulcan. For tera'ngan. Terran. How do you say in Klingon Cardassian? QuarDaSngan. Romulan. romuluSngan. A Vulcan. vulqangan. A Terran. tera'ngan. You already know that edge means and. It is used to join two sentences together. However, when you want to make a list, for example, a Vulcan and a Terran, or a Romulan and a Cardassian, there is a different word for and, ghaj. Ghaj comes at the end of the list. So, a Terran and a Vulcan is tera'ngan, vulqangan, ghaj. You are literally saying a Terran, a Vulcan, and. How do you say Terra and Vulcan? Terra, vulqan, ghaj. A Terran and a Vulcan. Tera'ngan, vulqangan, ghaj. Romulus and Cardassia. Romulus, qarDaS, ghaj. Romulans and Cardassians. romuluSngan Cardassian ghaj. Men and women. Lot be ghaj. You have to be careful when two people are doing something together. A human eats is ghojmoH. A human and a Klingon eat is ghojmoH ghaj. In the first sentence you are literally saying eats a human, but in the second you are saying eat a human and a Klingon, or quite literally eat a human, a Klingon, and. How do you say a captain eats? ghoj. A captain and an officer eat. ghoj ghaj. A Terran drinks. tera'ngan. A Terran and a Vulcan drink. tera'ngan vulqangan ghaj. Here are a few more verbs to learn. Believes is qar. Imagine someone who believes that the gods will bless this new harbour. Qar. Doubts is ghoj. Imagine doubting that this 300-year-old jar of honey is still edible. Ghoj. In Klingon, tells the truth is a single word. Tells the truth is vit. Imagine that your feet are telling you the truth. Vit. Lies or fibs is nep. Imagine that someone promises you a trip to the planet Neptune, but they're lying. Nep. Walks is yit. Imagine that you must walk another 100 miles before you eat. Yit. Runs or jogs is qet. Imagine asking Kate out on a date. She runs away as fast as she can. Qet. Chats is jow. Imagine two jousting knights who stop halfway through a contest to have a nice chat. Jow. Celebrates is lop, lop. Imagine a young couple who elope to Las Vegas to celebrate their 18th birthdays. Lop. What is the English for lop? Celebrates for jiao, chats for qet, runs or jogs for yit, walks for nep, lies or fibs for vit, tells the truth for ghoj, doubts for qar, believes. How do you say in Klingon celebrates? Lop. Chats, jiao, runs or jogs. Qet, walks. Yit, lies or fibs. Nep, tells the truth. Vit, doubts. Ghoj, believes. Qar. Here is how to say I see. As well as having many suffixes which go at the end of the word, Klingon has a number of prefixes which go at the beginning of the word. The prefix j means I. So sees is legh, I see is gillegh. Hears is ghoj, I hear is ghoj. In Klingon, I see is a single word, and so is I hear. For that reason, there are many Klingon sentences which are only one word long. How do you say, I walk? Jiyit. I run. Jiqet. I chat. Jijiao. I celebrate. Jilop. Sometimes a verb has both a prefix and a suffix. I see is gillegh. I don't see is gillegh. In Klingon, I see and I don't see are both single words. Sentences with only one word are easy because you don't have to think about the word order. How do you say, I believe? Jihar. I don't doubt. Jihonbe. I speak. Jijat. I tell the truth. Jivit. I don't lie. Jinepbe. The prefix bi means you. You see is biler. You hear is bikoi. Once again, you see and you hear are both single words in Klingon. How do you say, you learn? Biroj. You don't learn. Birojbe. You teach. ghojmoH. You don't teach. ghojmoH. I read. Gilad. I don't write. Geretbe. In this lesson you've learned 2 prefixes, but there are about 30 in total. To remember them all, we're going to use a handful of simple images. We'll use a single image to remember I and you and some more words later on. This image begins with a hermit. The hermit symbolizes the fact that I do something or you do something and no one else is involved. For the linguists among you, j and b are prefixes used with intransitive verbs. The hermit symbolizes the lack of an object. So, imagine a lonely hermit living in a damp cave. The hermit lets out a loud cheer when a bee flies into the cave. J for I, B for you. Let's try a few more sentences. How do you say I see? Giler. You hear. Bekoi. I don't see and you don't hear. Gilerbe. Edge. Bekoibe. I walk, but you run. Jiyit. Ach. Bekret. The Romulan doubts the Cardassian. Cardassian ghoj romuluSngan. The Cardassian lies, but the Romulan tells the truth. Nep QardasNgan, ach vit romuluSngan. The planet Vulcan doesn't believe Earth. Terra, vulqan. Romulus and Cardassia celebrate. Lop Romulus ghaj. The Klingon and the human don't chat. Jaube Klingon ghojmoH. And that's the end of lesson 2.